It's Angeline here, and today we are going to be deep cleaning our garden. Yay! Let's see if we got it in the frame. Oh, it's too bright. We're going to be deep cleaning our garden. We're getting some plants, we're taking them outside. We are finally going to do this. We've done light cleanings, but nothing too deep. Let's turn the garden around. It's been a year and a half. So we got this November, not November this year, November the year before. So it's been a year and a half now since we've had this garden. I got this in November. No, yeah, both November, and then this one was Black Friday. So we are going to clean them today, deep clean them today. So we're taking all the plants out, taking off all the columns, changing the water, doing all the things. So today's a good day to garden and clean. So let's get started. First things first is we're getting these plants out. We're going to get into it as quick as possible because my phone is not fully charged. So we are going to go quick today. First thing we want to do is get off some of these plants. So like this one. This is one of our plants that need to go outside. So you know what it's going to do? It's going to go outside. So let us harvest. Let's choose who's going outside right now to move. This plant's going to go outside. We're going to take all of them together. One. I think the dill, maybe. Dill's doing good outside. This is supposed to go to my mom. What is that? It's supposed to go to green stock. I forgot what it's called. It's going to my mom. And then everything else should be fine. Now, some of these plants do have adventurers on them. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I don't know if I should take them out. I'm going to take them outside. I know outside they don't have as much pressure as they do inside because outside it's a full economy ecosystem. So they don't have to worry about that. Of course, the onions, there's no issues. But the oregano's doing really good. The sage, this plant over here had stuff falling on it. Our tomatoes are in great condition. I hope they don't get too disturbed by this cleanup, but it is what it is. Some of them are just hanging on. We're going to get rid of those. But we are going to put in we have a bunch of little plants that are just, in our nursery starting. So we're going to put those in after we do our clean. But we're going to be cleaning both of them today, I think. So let's get to moving. So let's get this one outside. Let's put this in our green stock right now. Whoa. We're going to put this in our green stock. I should have done this separately because now we have to go someplace else to go plant it in the middle of the whole situation. The whole situation. So we're just going to take them out of the cup right here. Got it holding here. Putting it like this. It is chilly, but these plants are fine for chilly weather. We got this one that's going out. And then we have the dill. We got a lot of dill. Got dill inside and outside. Let me take these rubberies off because we are going to need them. I think I might put them in the dishwasher, but I'm not sure. I'll probably just clean them regular. So we got this one, and then this dill is gonna go move outside. Very good roots. The dill's looking very good. We're gonna move these two outside first. I think I might just put them on the table. I'm not going to do the deep planting with you guys right this second because I want to get straight to cleaning while it's warm. These, I can plant them outside, in a little while because there's some good, they're in a good area. So let me just take these out. We're going to put them in the back. The green stalk is there, so I don't have to wait till I go outside to get them. So let me show you where they're going to go. Let's just take them out. Right now we have a lot of plants inside starting here because it is a little chilly. But these plants right here love the chilliness. So let's just get them out. We can't get them through the door. Get them out and ready to go. So they're going to go in one of these 3 green stalks, which are doing fine. We got our cabbage out here. We're going to give them some water. They're getting some good light already. I'm just going to put this on the table for now. And we're gonna come back out a little later to do that. See how everybody's looking. But they're doing fine. They should be in the ground or someplace, not in in this cup. But we'll probably come and do a full planting of all of these after. So let's go back to cleaning. So we get this machine taken apart. Oh, Celine, I forgot to close back the back door. Close and let Addie in. Let her in. All right, so we got these plants ready to go. So let me go get our container. We're gonna put the plants in. I'm excited and nervous because this is the first time I'm doing a deep cleaning on this. But I've taken it out and stuff before. So we're gonna put the plants that are, gonna be okay in here. So bring me a bottle of water. Okay. All right, so we're gonna leave all of these in. Let's see what you guys can see. We're gonna leave all of these cups in. And take them and wash them separately. Yeah. Thank you. And then I'm gonna add some water to where the plants are gonna go. I think I might take you to the kitchen. Did you put the dishwasher on?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. I was gonna put them in the dishwasher, but the dishwasher is already running. So we'll just hand wash these cups right here.
Mommy, help me.
Let's take our covers off. You should be taking the machine off. Let's do that. Because we are taking it fully apart. So let's go. Let's go quickly. Hit the switch. Woo! This is what our plants look like with the switch off. And we're going to take our cups out. We're going to take our plants out and put them in our little water here. I put a little bit of water in there. Addie, don't do that. You're messing up the wall. No. Stop wetting your hand and then wiping on the wall.
Oh, water.
Oops. So we got. Yes, we got a little bit of water for everybody. Let me get a little cup or something to throw this water.
Okay.
All right, so we got another container right here to collect these and the water that's in them. I figure I'll just throw it in there. This one. Let's take this out. In our little hangout area. Our wading pool. So we're going to call it the wading bath area. We're just going to go down the line. Roll up my sleeves. Oh, why did she turn off the other one? Now we don't have no light. Let's turn the light off. She know how this goes. She turned off the other one all by herself. All right. This is teamwork.
Don't worry.
Yes, I'm not worried that you're going to help me. Yeah, no worries. She's going to help me. You're such a good team player. Okay, that's it. You can leave it off.
We're working.
Just leave it. We have our cilantro. We have our beets. Ooh, nice purple roots in there. I'm also going to be trimming roots more often. That's one of the things I decided I'll do this year. Where is it? There we go. A lot more trimming of the roots. A lot more root care. I did light root care. I did root care if the plant was aggressive. If the plant wasn't aggressive, then, the roots they're fine. So we're just clicking these out and putting those in the bowl. Yeah, it is going to be, we don't want to be doing this all day. These some really good chives. I think they might go outside. I like chives, but they look so good. And there are so many. Yeah, this is a cover. Yes, excuse me. All right. There we go. Oh, we got some little peppers in here. Growing in the shadows. We got quite a few. We got a little thing there. We got a little broken branch that broke off. Alrighty. Let's just drop everyone in the bucket. I'm here being nice and calm. All right. Because we don't want this to be all day. And my charge on my phone doesn't say all day. There goes the water running on one. I'm here inspecting the plants. This is a good time to inspect the plants, but I think they need more of an inspection when they're coming back. When they're going in. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. But you guys are going to find out with me how long this takes. Because usually, this is the first time since I've had both of them that we're doing a deep clean. So it's the first deep clean ever. So we got some more snack peppers. Whoops. Coming out here, we got the sage. Starting to go to this side now. We got the sage. As I said, this year I'm going to definitely do, every year I work on another part a little more. So I'm going to work a little bit more on our roots systems and how they're doing. I think this year why I had a little more root issues, maybe it's because the system, this was due. This deep cleaning was due. So you just put a little bit of water just to not make them dry out. That's mainly the reason why we put the water in there. Whoops. My little covers.
Mommy.
Yes?
I got it.
You got it?
Help me. Help.
You want to pass? She wants to get past. She can't get past with y'all. All right, we got our, what is this is really good. This is going to my mom. Very healthy. Smells great. Some good rosemary. Very green. I think they might be a little over fertilized too. This is not the place. No. We haven't been using this table at all. Pass me that napkin, please. Just hand it to me. Thanks.
Where do I do that?
On the other table there or in there? Yes, there's 3 other tables. All right, where are we up to? Oh, we got a little sorrel plant here. We got a little bowl filling up. You can see here the plants are going in this container with a little bit of water. And then we have our bowl filling up there.
Go.
Let's go. Get more in the corner here. Our tomato plant is the one that I worry about the most for this. Because every time I touch the tomato plants, it's a thing. Everybody's roots are looking very healthy. Although this is the first time I'm doing a deep clean, I have done like mini cleans where I stick the brushes in there and clean. So I've done that several times. And the plants definitely do a lot better after that.
I want to hug you.
You want to hug me?
Yeah.
Okay, hug time.
Okay.
Hug it. Huggy, wuggy. Huggy, yuggy. Huggy, wuggy. Huggy. All right, these onions. See onions? Onions, yes. All right. Put our onions in. Whoops. Got a lot of water coming out of this. And then this plant, another one. What is this? You don't have to block them. Put your hand down. This is the stevia plant. This one, another one. It does really good. But then when I'm doing these cleanings or anything touches the roots, it's going to have some issues. So we'll see how it goes. I don't even want to put it with the other plants since we've had so many issues with it. This is a cutting with it and going through any of these transference, any of these washings, deep cleanings, light cleanings. We have light cleaning issues with the stevia plant. All right, let's see if all these rings are out. This one has a cover on it, the actual proper cover. So we have a lot of plants that are ready to go. We're gonna be putting.
My butt.
What happened?
My butt hurt.
What happened? You bumped something?
Yeah.
Hold on. There you go.
Go inside.
You're welcome. We're going outside right now. We have 2 more plants to come out and then we're going to go outside. We have our really long onions. Whoops. We got the water dripping. Oh, smells really good. This bowl wasn't big enough. But good thing these things can stack, so I'm going to stack some of them inside each other. So they more can fit in. And then, oh, not last. Then we have our oregano, which is doing very good. Wow, this is the best I've had this oregano do. This oregano is doing phenomenal.
Go.
A little bit of root issues. That's what we've been having here and there, a little bit of root problems. But hopefully after we clean this, we won't have any root problems. Last but not least, our tomato plant here, which is being supported. It's one of our oldest plants on the thing, on the Gardyn. Is this tomato plant? It's the original one. This tomato plant is probably 2 years old. The size of it, full of tomato. Well, has tomatoes. I'm gonna say full. I can tell by that cup how old it is. That is one of our. This is one of our tomatoes. And when I found I had to thin the plants, I did not want to thin the plants, and this is one of those plants.
Mom.
The secondary plants. Yes. Okay, Celine. Share with Addie, please. Go over there and get some. Go on. All right, so we got some more stacking done here. And now we have, these are trellises. So we have some cucumbers that will be joining the team right now. They're in the kitchen, getting long. And we're gonna be putting them on to see how they go. So they'll be joining. I'm gonna put these in our little rinsing bin right here. And now time to take this down apart. This is going outside. This is going right now. We have our soap and everything outside and ready to go. Our soap, we're doing a soap, water, and vinegar solution to clean this up. So this is our trellis. I'm gonna be doing several cucumber plants. And the cucumber we are gonna be doing, what are they called? Lemon cucumbers, I think they're called. So we're gonna be doing several types of cucumbers.
Mommy.
Yes, Addie. The first thing to do is take this out. Let me get something like a pliers or something to get it out. So we're back here. I think you use like a knife or something. You don't want to. Those little rubberies. It's very, shouldn't be hard to come out. I've taken them out before. I just don't want to use my fingernails or anything to take them out. I figure it might be easier if I just pull them out this way. Whoops. I'm too far. You guys are closer to me on this part. Let me just turn the thing around. Turn you guys around. To get it out. Not yesterday, but a few days ago we did the, there we go. We did the lights. I mean, this middle one, it's not necessary right now. This one. Well, yeah, we're gonna be taking this to the outside. We're gonna be dropping these pipes in something to deep clean them, while we also have some replacement things to do. There we go. So we're gonna take this out here. Make sure we're not losing anything. So we're sliding up the top. So the other day, the other one is when we took off. Lights. Slide this off. Slide this off. Take our little metal thing out. It's a little rusty. Again, this is a 1.5 years of working, of growing. Excuse me, Addie. Then we're going to twist them off at the bottom. So we twist it off at the bottom. There's a little rubbery thing. Whoops. Whoops, sorry, Addie. She got wet there. And then we're gonna separate them, but we're gonna do that outside right over our place. Here we go. This is a better view because the other one just came right off. See the little rubbery thing that connects it? We're gonna take that out. The other one came right off. All right. So then we're gonna take this one. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take all these outside and we're gonna wash them and put them to soak. These three. While they're soaking, we will clean our cups out in the kitchen. And then we'll come out and then clean the lid underneath the lid. And we also have to clean the bottom parts. So the goal is to try to do 2 today, but I don't know. You need help? Celine? Help her in the bathroom. Help her up the toilet. So let's carry these out. Let me get you guys at a good angle here. It's our little setup outside. She's already in there. Just meet her in there. Give her the boost. She needs a little boost. Alrighty. So we're outside for our little setup. This is why I decided to do it now, not usually early in the morning, because usually I'm out early in the morning. However, early in the morning, it is it's colder. It's much colder. So here we are. So I have one for each of these containers. These containers are just lying around. They came from my cousin on one of her moves. And then somehow I ended up with them. So I have 2 of them. There's one here. But I see them a lot of times at different stores. I'm going to be using that one for the other one. All right. And then what we're going to do is separate them one by one. Take them apart. So we're just going to twist and lift. As you can see, this has this right here. I have a replacement one. So I'm just going to be replacing that. So we are going to be just undoing all of them, letting them soak in our little mixture. After they finish soaking, we are going to then, whoops, top fell. We are going to then use the brush. We'll only let it soak for a little while. I'm going to keep them kind of connected as much as they can see. But you just give them a little twist and then they separate. They're not too bad inside. I do the mini cleaning. It's not deep, but it's just kind of mini. So they're not too bad inside. You know, we don't have like a whole bunch of roots growing or anything because they do get smaller cleanings. But a deep one is always necessary. I don't have things growing crazy. So I do check the roots. I just never trim them. I check them and I stick them back in the thing. I mean, I trim them sometimes, but not that often. So we are separating everybody here. I think this one has reached its limits with how tight it can go. It is not, there we go. This thing is at its limit right here. But I think this is good enough. We'll keep it like this. Just not to let the water get in. So we have it bended a little like that. And then we do the same thing to all of them. We just twist them at their joints. You left her?
No, Eddie, I got her off.
Okay. See, now she's upset. Everybody's outside and she's not outside. Oh, we got a little bit of stuff here. What is that? I don't know, but that's why we clean. She doesn't have a shoe on. Oh, yeah, she does have a shoe on.
I don't know.
Yeah, so we do got a little bit of, I don't know what growing in there, but that's why we do our little deep cleans to get all that stuff out from inside. Yeah, it's warm over there because that's in the sun. So we are just opening it out. So they'll have access to water. You put it in and fell out. That was an accident. Bring it. Addie. So there we go. Pass the cover. That's your friend. Celine. You gotta look to see if that's your friend. Huh? Oh, hers is still there? Oh. So we got this separated. Oh, we got a cup here that we forgot. see if you guys are getting a good view of this. Yep. So hopefully this does not take too long. Again, as I said, I only have what? I only hit 30%. I guess I might have to plug you guys in a little while. All right. This one is gonna go inside and get washed in the kitchen with the rest. Let's fill this up with water. Some of the stuff is coming off already. So we're gonna add our water in. Some people let it soak for days. I'm just gonna let it soak. Oh, we're at 25. We're doing good with our time. I'm just gonna let it soak for the amount of time it takes to do the rest of them and to undo the other machine. Because we have a container right here for the other machine. And while we're filling up our water, come here. Actually, no. Wait till I'm finished. I'll have her fill up the water for the other one. No, you're gonna fill up the water for this one. Yeah. All right, but I'm not ready yet. Let's see if we can do it. This is shower. Let's see if we do. Put your full. Because you also have to bring out the bottom that we wash all the time. Rinse that out. So where's Addie? Oh man. Uh-oh, you need help. Come here. She needs help. Come here. Come around this way. Come on, what are y'all standing right there? Come around this way. Come. Come here, Addie. You're gonna get wet. No, come this side. Come here. Come. Let me help you.
Help it.
You're helping you. There you go. Ah, don't you feel better? Much better. There we go. Okay. So we got this soaking. All right, yeah, I guess come hold this. Because I could be doing the other part of this. I'll just show you guys the mixture. Fill this up. Hold it. Until it's squeezed. Until it covers everything in water, okay? And then you fill that one up to the same height. All right, now I'm adding Dawn soap. You know, sometimes I use a nice regular soap, but now's when we need the good aggressive soap. I don't want it to spray on me. And we don't want to make too much bubbles. And we're going to use some vinegar. A good amount of vinegar to kill some of whatever that is growing. Then you're going to fill the other one up, okay? All right, so now we are going to go inside with our same combination.
Bubbles.
Yes, bubbles.
I want the
And
bubbles.
let's get those bowls. The bowl of the ones for inside.
No. Wow.
I mean, she could touch, she'll just be cold. All right. So as you can see, we have one down and one more to go. So let's get here. As you see, our plants are here. We do have some things in there. Things in here. So let's see if we clear out at least one half of this thing. That's some nice gloves there. That's some of our aggressive gloves. And some what kind of gloves are these? Oh, these are Hexclad gloves. We got some peppers drying. We have a sage plant here that a cutting that we have to take, that's taking root. We're just gonna put the garbage lid on real quick. And then let's rinse this off. Ooh, very warm. Let's wipe out this sink. And we're gonna bring in our little bowl here. This is one part. Yes, there's still stuff in the other part. There we go. And then let's get this one in here. Let's go get the rest. So we have a bowl full of these. So we are going to go through these. This water is real hot. If there are any roots, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put them down the dishwasher. We're going to hand wash them this hour. I'm going to use this for my solution. I forgot to. Well, the soap and the vinegar is out there. So oh, here, no, I have both of them here. So I forgot the stuff. So we're going to add some soap. I'm going to do this one a little different. But they're not going to soak because I have washed a lot of these before. We're going to do the vinegar. We're just going to put water in here. And this is going to be where we use our sponge. We use our sponge here to clean it. So these are all the little pieces right here. So this one I think is 30 something pieces. Just go in, keep them in. I am for keeping this, getting this done quickly purposes. Hold on, I think I have a scrubber. Let me open this. Yeah, apparently this is not scrubbing enough. Here it is. I'm gonna see if I got a new one. Get a little bit of the scrubbing action in. And I'm not going to take the soap off immediately. I'm just going to let it stay in the soap for a little while as I go from dish to dish. Just burn out water. And be conservative somewhere, somewhat. Again. And then just get these edges off. Just build up. So the purpose of doing a deep clean is, as you saw, there was like stuff growing in there. I don't know what to call them. Types of algae, forms of algae growing in there. So you want to get those. You don't want those to become too much. But I'm just going to do the insides to get everything moving along, and then put the soap on the outside, and then come back and do all the outsides. We'll go a little faster that way. Then I'll do the rims after. We want to be as quick and productive as possible because, again, we have another 30 of these to do. So we don't want to spend all day doing this. We just want to go from one to the next to the next. We got some roots on this one. These little holes. We got a little bit of stuff in there. You want to get those holes clean, little holes on the side. The roots like to go in there. Sometimes people put these little ones outside. I feel like they're small and they need a little extra scrubbing. We are going to go outside with the brush and brush those as well. But we're going to do that while the other ones are soaking. How y'all finished? Oh. I thought they were finished. I was like, wow, that's quick. Look at that. I'm going pretty quick. Just get these insides or whatever that is cleaned out. We have very few roots, and of course I've been taking out the plants little by little so that we don't have too many plants to empty out when doing this, or too many mature plants to empty out either. And it would be a lot harder if we were doing this with our mature plants. a lot more roots, a lot more issues. So this is again our smaller plants. A lot of these are empty already and got a little quick, easy clean when we did our short clean. Yeah, there's a lot of, I think I used too much food. The plants are doing fine, but we did get, they seem to be under a little bit of stress. And when I stopped putting food in for a little while, some of the other plants started, like the pepper plants started doing a little better. I do think they were getting a little too much food. I was considering going to use what I used last year. I'll let you guys know that, but I have food left. So last year I didn't use, last year they had a different one that they were using. I like that pretty well. All right, so we're getting through these really quick. Then we're gonna use the scrubber and scrub the top to make sure that we got all the insides done. And then we're gonna just leave them in a clean area while we continue to the next part. Because the setup isn't ready for these yet. We gotta wash out the ones that are outside, and we have to also take down the other machine. Which I think I might take it down after I do this one completely. Because I don't think y'all need to be able to. Saw it once, saw it twice. It's gonna be the same process. So I'm just gonna do one. Parts of the other one will be done in the background, but you guys don't have to sit through two of them consecutively. I mean, unless you want to. You guys let me know if you want to watch both of them be clean today back to back. Alright, so let this sit. Then we're going to move on to just scrubbing the edges. So the edges have like food buildup. That's why I was talking about changing the food. Because the last one didn't have food buildup. I mean, last year I didn't have any food buildup. So I think it may be this new food that's getting that little bit of buildup on the outside. Just gonna drop all the ones that are ready to be rinsed off into the sink. Just give me a little scrub on the outside. And once you're ready, so I know which ones are done and which ones aren't done. It's still using soap. A lot more quicker to do it this way than what I was doing before. And then I'm going to give them an inspection to make sure that none of that mold or algae or anything is still in the inside. The vinegar should definitely be taking care of that. And of course we're going to be cleaning the bottom parts, the tank as well. And that's also why I waited till today, because I knew the water was low. So I waited till the water was low to change it. I'm going to have to put some on real quick at 4. So we still got this really on there. Our solution mixer here. Yes, this is really baked on here, some of these. This is when people let it soak. Probably warmer waters would prevail for that. Let's see how we're doing. Well, it never shows me the time, so I don't even know how we're doing with the time. So not all of them are having this buildup. And I think this is definitely due to food, and I also think that the amount of food, the other one you used less scoops of food, so there was just less food in the system. So there was less additional things to build up or crust up or whatever. So I'm thinking that that may have caused issues this year. I'm gonna go back to what they were using before, even though they don't sell what they're using before anymore. I'm just gonna go back, try to get online somewhere. Wow, this stuff smells so good. Oh, you know what? I'm like, wow, it smells like herbs. I didn't use any herbs, but I have herbs growing behind me on our little bench that I bring inside for the cool weather. So it is, we have a high of 50 degrees. I did not take them outside today because I don't want to do in and out too much. It is going to stay over 50 degrees, I think, after Sunday. So after Sunday, once it stays over 50 degrees, we're taking everybody back outside. But the plants I did take outside already, they are good to go for outside. Outside is their weather right now, so they're fine. They are. Or how they're doing. Hey, am I now? We're getting through these pretty quickly. Of course, we have our team members adding the water out there. Hopefully they're not in a water fight. I have to go, check something really quick. And I'm gonna be back in less than a minute. So these are gonna sit here for 60 seconds. And I'll be back in less than a minute. Don't want to rough them too hard, even though you can see it seems like I'm being a little rough here. Don't want them to be too rough. Because the food buildup, food buildup is very interesting. There we go. All right, so we have this up, and I will be right back. I have to go turn something on. So I checked on our team members. They are out there playing in the water. Oh, we got stuff at the bottom here. You know, it looks like I'm gonna have to let these sit for a little while. Let's let these sit for a little while and go back outside and scrub the ones outside real quick. And by then, this stuff should soak in for a little while. So they're gonna sit there and soak before we rinse it off, and we're gonna go outside to get our giant tubes. Actually, let's bring this outside with us. So bring these parts, bring the bottom part outside with us. Of course, the lid definitely, as you can see here, definitely needs cleaning. Let me take these lights off. They're just here hanging out. They're having a lot of fun out there. as you can hear. They might be having a little too much fun, but I'm gonna go find out in a minute. So, Mommy, I checked on them a second ago. All right, so we just took our lights off. We have the lid. And clean that up too. See what's going on in there. Give that a clean. Bring our pump up. And then we'll give that a clean also. So yes, this is very dirty. This is time for us to work. But yeah, see how stuff kind of like builds up in the bottom there? This is leaves. So I'm gonna take this out. I can't carry you in this. All right, so we took that out. And now we're gonna, let me get some more of our supplies back out. Because that thing is super dirty. That's more dirty than usual. I think that when it needs a deep clean, the dirt that you can't see kind of like empties out in there. Because before, when I washed it every month, it never came out that dirty. But now every month it comes out. It's a lot less plants. It comes out every month filthy. So I think that's our evidence we definitely needed a deep clean. All right, here we are. So this is what it's looking like. Which is, if you follow my deep cleans, it doesn't look, leave her alone please. It doesn't look that bad ever. All right. I'm just gonna put a little bit. So there's definitely something growing in there. Whoops! The soap container is slippery.
Wow! Hey, Eddie. No.
Celine, stop arguing with her. All right, here we are. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me get in here. So we got our. We're just gonna go in here and do the same thing we did inside. Just brush it between all the levels. They're open. So we're just gonna get in there and brush each one, and then we are going to do not splash that.
Huh?
I said don't splash it.
What? I can see water.
There's no splashing. Stop splashing.
You can do that.
This one. Yes, we got a little bit of build up there. We got not little, we got a lot of build up. Especially in these little tubes here. This little part thing here that I'm going to be using. Let me get it off right there. To get into these little tube areas. Right in here. Looks like this was made for this machine. This little tube area here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little hook here. On all of them had a lot of stuff going on in there. It has a lot of build up there. I hope this little rubbery survives all this excitement. Uh-oh, we went too far. There we go. Alright, so we're up to this one. Get in these corners. This one. So again, this is not an everyday, this is a once in a while thing. This is the first time I'm doing this in a year and a half, 18 months. I never took it down. I always just did the cleanings with it together. Get your foot out of there. We have our, I think I'm gonna do a big, we're gonna do like we did inside, all the big clean. We will do the big cleaning and then we'll go back over with the small tool. Because this is taking me a little long. To do them. What are y'all doing over there? Celine? Watch it. Don't spray us.
Sorry.
Nobody else wants to get sprayed. You're wearing a full coat. We're wearing lighter jackets.
Oh, my feet.
Exactly.
Oh, my feet.
That's how we feel about you spraying us. Make sure this gets some sunlight. You know, sunlight's definitely gonna help us. Some UV rays. Alright, so we got one down. Let's get another. You know, I don't even cut. Let's see what we've been doing here. Because I don't even know which one is this. What part of which one is this? This looks like one here. On the bottom of the top. Here, we got one. We're going to find the top. Alright, this is the top, and then we'll go until we get to the bottom. Just do it in here. And then we're going to come back with our small tool to get into those little cracks. This is how we did in the kitchen. Small tool. I think this is from the roots, you know, for the time that died in there. Yeah, a lot of roots there. Then we're gonna come back over with our little teeny tool and get the rest of them done. I was a little nervous about this. I shouldn't talk yet, but one, it's not as bad as I thought it was. It's not taking an extremely long amount of time.
Oh, my feet.
Got this one all the way done, and then we're gonna go to this the last one. Where's the top of it? This is the top. You can tell which ones aren't. I think what we're gonna do is let it soak in here. Get those little pieces clean and clean that, and then we'll come and rinse this off. They're enjoying themselves in this room.
No more water.
Huh? All right, because y'all weren't here filling the water up. Y'all here playing. Just fill the water up and then this.
More water.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on here. Oh, yeah.
Don't drink the water.
Yes, yucky. This is not too fast. Don't spray her. And then complain that you're really small person.
Yeah. I see a pool.
Right.
What's that?
Do this.
Oh, pool.
Get this one. This is the only one that seems to have this. This one's only, this rubbery stuff is coming off. You don't want it to come off too much. It's cracking a little. now let's get our deep clean. A little tool here. Alright, so let's use our little tool here to get those little areas. I'm just gonna eyeball it and see who needs it. It's definitely these little pieces here. These little tubes.
Yeah. I'll get older.
Ooh, this is really bad.
Who would you brush?
The dirt is getting caught up in these turns. Uh-oh. Let's see where the feet come. Daddy, don't confuse me. Yes, don't confuse me. A lot of little build up and all of this. Once all this builds up, take that out of there. We're taking the dirt out, not adding dirt in. Leave it in, Addie. Leave them in.
What is it?
This whole device. She's taking it out. Great. This is where the water flows. Yes, we got some.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Thank you.
Some build up where the water flows through. It's a lot of where this water was flowing through. We got but it's nothing that's really stuck. It's coming off very easily. This one. We got one in the middle. Let's find the beginning of this one. Alright, so this is the top. Stop playing in the water like that. Everybody likes to play in the water until they have to play in the water.
Because it's like summer.
Yeah, but it's not summer. That's the whole thing. So by themselves, it doesn't look like too much dirt, but I guess, as it builds up, and of course all the water is passing through this. This is just jerked by water. Algae build up. Definitely get these dim roots out. Getting all these nooks and crannies pushed out. But I think that's where the stress is coming from. The nooks and crannies are causing the plants some stress here.
Ooh, who thinks now? Sorry!
Why is she saying sorry like that? Alright, and lastly, we're just gonna wash these up. We got one last one. We got our little solution here. Oh, are y'all there? Oh, my thing. Oh wow, it reconnected. All right, so sorry about that, everyone. Let's see if we can do it this way. Did it turn? Or you guys upside down? Let's see what we can do. Yes, we're gonna change you. We're gonna change you. All right, so you didn't miss much. The phone died. I'm coming. Addie played in the water until her hands got cold. We went through all of them one by one. The only thing different that you guys missed that I did do in this little bit of time was, hold on, check these plants. All right, go help her change. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. The only thing I did while you guys were out was I cleaned the bottom part. But that's something that we do every month. So I figured, hey, we do that every month anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's get our thing to stay on. Our rinse off and rinse these things off. And I'm going to get our little cleaner. There we go. I'm going to get our little cleaner, little tools to clean this off. I got our little cleaning kit back. We were using it outside, inside, everywhere. So just get it a little brushed off, excuse any pieces. And we're rinsing it off now. This is our rinse. And we're going to bring the tubes in a second. Make sure it's squeaky clean. No spots on there. Right now you guys are plugged in. So we're just doing a little rinse off look by eye to make sure there's nothing on. It needs to come off. Yeah, all this residue I think is from the food, the different plant foods. So I'm definitely gonna be using a lot less. One. And then I'm gonna switch over to the other one that requires a little bit less. Because it is in everything, it's on everything, it's everywhere. I'm going to stack these so we have a 3 stacks of 10. Oh, it's sponge right there. So we have no pieces or anything. So we have the other parts after I brushed them. I left them in the front. I'm going to use this knife right here for any additional scraping that we have to do. I'll use the back of it. Get any little pieces out. So yeah, make sure the inside's clean. And stack to the side. And stack it over here. Especially this little corner here that hasn't gotten. These little corners are hard to reach. Any little corners may not have gotten clean. We're getting them now, and then these will be good to go. I'll put our plants back in no time. Then we're going to go outside and rinse off our huge tube. Then we're going to do it again. Go. going on. But yeah, the food is definitely building up in a lot of places that it shouldn't. Quite a lot of food. And I'm not scratching this, by the way, you guys who are watching. I'm not scratching the sharp part of the knife. I'm scratching the back of the knife, not the blade. To make it easier. I mean, to make sure I don't scrape it, but it's stronger than my fingernail. Check this here. Now I'm gonna heat it. I was gonna make stacks of 10, but I don't even know how much I need to stack. Yeah, not all of them have build-up, so the ones that don't, that's pretty easy. I also watched these before. I watched these several times. I watch them every time we do a group check. If somebody's groups are like crazy, I also watch this then. Getting in any extra, anything we missed the first wash, first time when we left them, and get all that out. Even if it's not sparkling clean, all that buildup of stuff that we had shouldn't be there because we got the majority of the stuff clean. But we are going for clean pretty clean. The amount of buildup that we did have was a lot. Because there were so many corners that it added up. And now, we got all those little corners clean. So if it's not sparkling, we'll be okay. You know, now that I'm putting them upside down, I'm seeing a little bit of something here that I didn't notice before. But this definitely doesn't do anything to the plant. So this is it doesn't affect the water, the roots aren't sitting here. This is just the area that tells you this is up. So all these little nooks and crannies kind of have a little buildup of stuff and all the little things growing there. And then of course all of them add up, a little colony. And then suddenly everybody comes when the plants aren't doing their best. Get them all straight out. Getting these rinse out yet. Not all of them have a little build up here. Our other Gardyn has a lot more plants on it. So it'll definitely be night. Well, no, it won't be night. It's 3 hours before the sun goes down. So we have time. We got this. So we're at an hour and 9. See this process? An hour and 9 minutes. It's not bad at all. It's really good with the time. This is super tall stuff here. I'm two-handing them now because I'm seeing that they're not that, the ones at the bottom have been rinsed off by all of the others. All of the other ones. Yeah, this food buildup is a lot. I'm gonna give them just enough food. I think the amount that they were getting before was recommended, but the way it's building up everywhere, I'm gonna give them just enough until I switch back over to the other one, which itself just requires less food per gallon. I think it's a half a teaspoon per gallon, and this one's like a teaspoon per gallon. And then the app comes on and it's like, oh, yeah, add an extra one. So with a half a teaspoon per gallon, I think I'm not going to do as low as that because it's not the same food. So I'm sure there's a reason why they're asking for that amount. But I'm not putting as much as I was putting in before. Alrighty. We got all of them here lined up and clean. All right, let's see. I believe you guys have a good amount of charger. I'm bringing the charger with me because we are not coming back to the kitchen. So let me take these to where we're working at, our working area. Make one trip and then I'm gonna put you guys over there. Now before we put some of our plants back in, we're gonna give them a rinse too. So we probably might come back to this area to rinse off some plants. But that's probably the most. Give our plants a little rinse. Let me bring this out. My two-handed. Just so you guys can see where we're up to. Hopefully you guys got enough charge in there. I'm gonna charge you guys and then we're gonna come back. Turn off the light here, light here. So we filled this up. As I said, this is the only part I did with you guys off camera because we do it every single month here on this channel. So I'm sure you've seen it a million times. If you want to see how I clean out this, there are at least 10 videos. Where especially, they may not even be called refreshes, Gardyn check-in, or we're just looking in. I come and I refill this tank every month. So this would be done pretty often and pretty quickly while we're here. Let's just plug you guys in. Let's us do the food and put the lid on, because I also did the lid. So when we rinse off the other thing, it'll be very easy. So, as I stated earlier, hold on, where are my cups? They're outside. Hold on, let me get the measuring cups real quick because they're outside.
Where are you? Sit. Where are you?
Now our water here is really good. How I know that our water is really good? Because our other hydroponic system, I do not use a water conditioner or any hydro boost or any water cleaning or treatment. But I check the pH in there regularly and it is doing very well. So that lets me know that the water is good. So I'm gonna reduce the amount of hydro boost I use for this water. So I usually use 4. I'm just gonna use 2 because I wasn't sure what type of water we had. So 2 weekly for large mature plants, but 1 for filtered or one type of water, and then hard water you put 4. So I was using 4 before. But now I've been testing the other water on the other plant, the water on the other hydroponic unit. I know our water's cool. So this is the food. The food has a half per gallon for sprouts. Right now it's 1 per gallon. That's too much. I'm going to be putting in, this is 5 gallons. I'm going to put 3 spoons, which would be equating to a little over half per gallon. We got 1. Clean the spoon off. Have a rock in here. 2. And then we're gonna do our 3rd one here. 3. Put a little less food. As I said, the food is everywhere. The food is also mixing it in. The food is everywhere. The food has been on our breaking through the containers. You see the food coming out the edges. That's that red stuff. As you can see, the food is a reddish color. So I'm definitely going to be using a little less food for now. And then this is our lid. I hear the pump just came down, but we cleaned out the bottom of the lid, as well as we wiped it down. It's a little wet now because my hands are wet. A little bit of stuff in this corner here. Another thing I know I have trouble with, because we have team members, sometimes when they're helping, the leaves get in there. And as you can see, they get in there. They don't do well on the inside. So you want to keep the leaves clean from getting in there at all. And then we clean out these little areas here. I used not a little tool, but I'm just gonna do one little wipe. This way we clean the lid off. And we're only doing 5 gallons. We're doing 3 teaspoons. All right. Now I'm gonna add. Should I add the lights? No, we're not gonna add yeah, I'm gonna add the lights. No, I'm not gonna add the lights. Let's go outside and get our rinse off our stuff. Oh, they're having a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
So we got our lid.
No, my ear right.
I'm gonna go get our poles. Let's see how clean they are. We're gonna rinse them off. So let's go outside for that. So I'll unplug you guys for a few seconds. This is our whole little setup here. So yeah, in here, I test the water myself with a pH tester, and the water is fine. So if the water is fine, then I am not concerned about, and this water is coming straight from the hose. It's not even the water that I have sitting now. So I know that our water is pretty good, so I don't have to worry about it. Let me get my shoes on, little slippers, and let's check on our pipes. All right, so here are our pipes. I scrubbed them. Now we're gonna rinse them off. Now, I asked Celine to put in here. She put in that one. Oh well, so we won't have any climber right now. We're gonna have to add those after. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw out the water. Now they have been throwing leaves in here. These weren't with the whole thing. Let's throw the water off. Just gonna throw it, make sure y'all can see what's going on. Yep. Throw the water off. Since it already fell out, so it's here, and then I'm gonna rinse it off. Put them back in, and rinse them off one at a time. I'm gonna rinse them off one at a time, reconnect them, and bring them out. Oh, this broke. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with that. How to get another one. Oh. All right. This arrow right here is our bottom arrow. So we are gonna reconnect it one at a time. Before I make sure that we got every spot, we didn't miss any spots. Let me go get some of my tools to make sure we didn't miss any spots. Little cleaner here to make sure we didn't miss any spots. So I saw a little bit of something there. I'm gonna just, I got our cleaner stuff. So I'm just gonna wash it off. This is our final rinse. Look around in there and then connect it. Then we're going to move on. Locked. It's a locked place, next level. Make sure nothing's in there. There we go. Both sides. Lock it. Next one. Same thing. We're just rinsing it off now. Again, we want them all zigzag pattern. There wasn't before. Same thing here. Lock them together. They're looking pretty good. We don't have too many missed spots. Keep on cleaning, keep on going. Reconnected. This is a lot of reconnecting. A lot of those steps. Once I clean the other machines, I'll let you know who's easier to clean. And then we got lots up here, a little bit of stuff there. Yeah. I don't know, this is interesting. It's like I'm looking at it, the thing went from one side to the next. They were all along the wall, and then this one was not. I think it goes this way. There we go. Anything going on in here? It's pretty clean. There we go. Everybody else looks pretty clean. I'm just gonna do a visual inspection. What I'm doing here is a little visual inspection of it. Make sure I didn't miss any spots. And then just do a last rinse off with the hose. Alright. So we got all of the hose stays on this side. There we go. Them all in. Then we're gonna pull it down at the bottom. So you go in there and you reach the bottom. And you pull it down because this is where it plugs in at the bottom here. And then here we go. I'll pull all together and we're gonna add our top part. Let's find the top part. This is the middle one. I don't know if this is the middle one, but it's gonna be now. You can tell this one's the middle one because it has a little rope on it. Just gonna give a little hose rinse off. Cover it up. And bring it inside. Okay, rinse off. You see, we're just rinsing off the entire thing. Got little arrows here. Those arrows don't match up, but this is it. So I never disconnected them, so they're all here. And here we go. We put it back together. So now let's go inside and put it on the column. And if it is the wrong column, we'll just take the top off and put a different top. The right top or the left top. Okay. My shoes are all squeegee. All right, so of course, as I said, this is the middle. show you guys how I put it on. There you go. Kind of just line it up. The important part is that you connect the tubing to here. So that's the important part here, is you connect the tubing to the lid. Then you slide it in and lock it into place. This is not slid in and locked into place. Oh, well, it is plugged in and locked into place. The little washer we left outside. So I'm gonna go get that gray washer and put it on. And then we repeat the process. So let's go back out and get them. Those are the lights. So we're gonna go back outside and get the other two. And bring the other two together inside. Celine, come. Outside. So she can hold one while I finish the other one. All right, so that's that little ring right there. This, that the food anyway. See, food just dried it. Made it crack. Ugh, that food got into everything. My goodness. All right, but anyway, this is it here. I'm gonna put it back on. All right, now we go through the same process here, because actually all three of them are cracked. I can see it. Let's start with the bottom. This is the bottom piece right here. It's the same thing I just showed you. I bring my little finger thing. Same issue. Where the you're gonna hold these once I connect it. Where the food kind of leaked through because there's so much food. Why are you wearing my shoes? No, no, no. Go back inside. Look at your foot. Take my shoe off. Came out of my shoes. You can't do this. It's dangerous to do this with my shoes on. I'm not even wearing those shoes. All right, so we got this one in. Got a little hoop there. So I'll rinse off. There's a jet section. Let's use the jet. Whoops! No, it's splashing at me. The mist is also pretty strong. I use the mist when I'm blasting off like plants, like bugs. I don't know if the mist was strong enough to blast off the dirt here. We just need a regular shower. Some of them just reconnect on their own. They're like, we're not waiting. But the mist is really good. The mist setting. It's not good at washing off things. Not getting the water in there. Use the mist setting. The mist is good for small things. The mist is good for power. Alright. So like this. Whatever that is in that little turn, the mist got it. Let's see if we can get it out here. There we go. Yeah, this, I don't know. I don't know if this turn needs to be that, like that. In the design. Well, I guess it aims it directly at the rock wall, I guess. I don't know. That's where all the buildup is. And those little hooks. That's the only place I can clean without taking this apart. Is those little hooks. Yes. All right. Julie, come here. I said put on shoes. Go back. Go back. Put on shoes. Hey, look. Look. All right, here we go. Taking this off. There we go. Hopefully she gets out by the time it's time for us to us. What is that? That looks like a... They were having so much fun. They got leaves and stuff in here. Leaves that weren't in here. You can come on this side. You don't have to go on that side. I just need you to hold this and not let it touch the floor once I finish washing it. No, come on this side. Behind me. There you go. A little root there. That's stuck. We got our thing and then our top. Let's find ourselves a top. There's whoops. Our top has a little bit of rust going. But this has nothing to do with the plants. The plants will never be on the outside of the top. Or that part of the outside. Let's go backwards. The pictures aren't quite lining up. I'm gonna guess this is not the top for this. Let's see, there's another top. Let's see if this picture lines up. And that we'll know about the one inside. No. Alright, so I guess the top inside is the one that goes on this one. But this is probably the middle one. Alright, and oh no. We had them in opposite directions. Something's amiss here. So yes, let's redo this. This is why I didn't want to fully take it off, because I was like, if I separate these and I can't figure out where it goes. They all should be in the same direction. That is not a ball. That is not a ball. Put that back. Put it right there. It's metal. That should say it's not a ball. There we go. Let's make sure we have a line. This is straight line. This is straight line. Put it back, Celine. That is not a ball. That's not where it was. It belongs. It belongs in there. All right. Now we have our... At least the pictures line up now. Let's see if the top, any of these tops fit. All right. Let's go that way. Nope, this top doesn't fit yet. So the top inside still is the top, the one inside. So I'm just going to put this inside and we'll figure out our tops when we get there. It goes in here. What happened to... Team members are having a little too much fun today. All right, then this is our last one. I'm going to put it together and we're going to figure out inside which one goes with what. All right, so the bottom is here. Same thing, very worn. We have worn out from the food buildup. Let's see if there's anything in there. Let's rinse them off. Because that's... Let's see if you guys have a good view. Just going to rinse it off and connect. Make sure I've matched it correctly. Right. Okay. That's good to go. We got some build up here. Not super clean, but it's clean. Clean enough. Alright, now I'm making sure I match up the picture, because last time I wasn't matching up the picture. And when I looked, our top one didn't match up. Alright, take this off. Go. This one that was very clean. This one didn't need any extra brushing at all. So far, we're just lining them up and connecting. Oops. There we go. Nope, we're in the wrong direction because we have everybody facing forward, and then this one's not facing forward. So we gotta do it this way. There we go. So now everybody's still on the same path. And there is these people were playing in the grass. Right. And then we got this one, and there we go. Let me pull this piece. Always remember to pull this piece out from the bottom so it's straight. There we go. So you got to have this kind of sticking out. Again, these need to line up. So as you can see here, this does not line up. So we're gonna twist it to line it up, and then we're gonna put the cover. Now that would tell us which of these. This has to be one of these covers. This does not match with this one, or maybe none of them match and we never noticed. Let's see if this one matches. Oops, the bottom matched. So this is not matching either. So maybe they never matched. This isn't matching at all either. So possibly they never matched, and I'm just overreacting to this matching thing. And also now this has come out. I'll hook it back on. There we go. It's a possibility it never matched. And I'm just thinking that it matched, so it probably never matched. All right, let's go back in. In. We're going back and pick up that. Pick up the vinegar and the soap. All right, we're gonna figure this out inside where it's warm and not cold and wet.
Mom, I got Barbie.
Yes, you got Barbie. All right, so we're gonna figure this out inside, which one goes where. There we go. So let's put this back together. That shouldn't take us too long. Don't put that there. Put it in the kitchen, please. Put it in the kitchen, please.
All right.
All right, so we got our 3 poles. Apparently none of them this thing matches. So I'm gonna just put it on anyone. The picture matches, unless, I find out later. These are all facing this way. So this is, this, there we go. So now again, as I always mention, make sure to put check and see if all of them are facing the back. They're not facing the back. Oh, this one does match. All right, so let's make sure that we put our water on. So let's connect our water tube first. Here's our water tube.
I know. Why did you do that?
We connect our water tube on. And then there we go. All right, so everybody seems in the right direction. Oh, this one needs to get our little rubbery thing. I left it outside. Let me go get it.
Oh, yeah.
So we got our washer
I
to support it. Just unhook it. We can close our washer around it. washer in there. There we go. And then we put our third one on. Where did I put that? Okay, over here. Well, we're gonna see, even though our little pattern doesn't match up, let's see if it still works and connects. Again, always pull our water tube down. Gotta get the right finger ways to get it down. Right here. So this is the water tube thing that you always want to pull down. Right here. And then we are connecting it to this. That right there. I'm ready to put the lights on and see how this thing is going. We are going to be taking out some of our plants. Well, we already took those out. They're outside. But we're going to be rinsing and trimming some of our plants. All right, there we go. Okay, so, oh, I was like, did I leave a top? There we go. Our top. All right, so that top is 100% correct. All right, so now we're gonna put our light on. Our lights on. So we have lighting unit number 1. There are some letters on the L for the left and R for the right. I'm gonna put this on there. Just let it slide down. It almost caught me, it went so quickly. And then while we're here, we can have you guys charging too. So let me do that. Uh-oh. And also, we put this on, we never clipped it in place. So I clip it in place. And also, let us plug in the plug. I cleaned the plug and everything. Well, let's put the other light on, then plug in the plug. So we can at least have it starting. Because, you know, it takes a little while to start. And test the water out. I'm so far away, it's hard to line it up. There we go. Okay, let's press the button. There we go, right in, slid it right in. Okay, so now let me plug it in. That our lights are on, are in. I can't remember if I switched it off or not. Yeah, but it takes a little while to load up. There we go, that's on. So that light comes on in the back for us to know that's on. Then we have the top of them. Our little metal thing here. So we have the top of our lights to put on. So here, put on our top piece. Now this is the part, because we have these tops, we got to make sure that they got in properly. All right, so they go like this. So before or after? I think it's after. These go on the inside, or yeah, these go on the inside. This metal thing goes on the inside, I believe, and then that slides on the outside of it. So there we go. Oh, we got some light. Light is, as soon as the light came on, I could see again. Alrighty. Whoops. This is a hard one to do. Oops. Now I got it sliding in. And we're sliding in the top part. Oh, it's the camera. There we go. Now everybody is in. Not all the way, but they're in. Now I think this goes on the outside. So I can't remember. So we put the metal rod first or second? Shoot to the picture of this part. At least y'all have a picture of this part. I think it goes on the inside because it goes on the inside. So let's slide it past. There we go. Let's do this side, same thing. You slide it down the top. Up. Get our middle bar, our stabilization bar in. Same thing here, we put it in. Top. So that's in. Can you bring my tablet? So I'm gonna use my tablet to find out now if and this is this one here. Slide it in the back. Just slide it down. There we go. I'm gonna use my tablet now to test the water before we go through this whole process. Here they go. And then we have the three rubbery things that go in the back.
I'm working on juggling.
Not the tablet.
I'm working on juggling.
I know, I said not the tablet. All right, so let's get the app open. Ups. Let's find the app. And then we can at least be checking the water while I don't even know which one this is. We can at least test the water. It's still saying the water is low. But I'm sure it's because it hasn't. All right, here we go. Oh, that's why. I was like, let's test the water out. And I heard the other one start. So let's switch to this one. Let's test the water. Could you imagine I changed it up and everything? Okay. There we go. I have to make sure it's coming through strong in all three of them. It is coming through strong. You guys can see. So we do have water running. Oh, we did something wrong. Oh, because I was like, we do have water running, but one of the things are missing. So, see, this is why we don't put the stuff on yet until after we finish all parts. All right, so this one's facing in the wrong direction. This one piece here. Let's turn the water off. Let's see if I can do that without doing all this. No, I have to do all this. So, again, good thing I didn't put these in yet. Somebody should have told me. I should have been like, no, not yet. One was missing. All right, here we go. All right, that's super easy. Just turn it. And then unturn this also up. There we go. There. Comes in this way. Then we put this on to face the back. This is not the way this clicks in. This thing is interfering. Slide it. I have to look at them to compare. So a little issue here is this little thing here sticking out. And I think that maybe all of them don't stick out like that. So let me just check. It's a possibility because I know I did put one on myself. I have this thing through here already. Let's take this back out. Cool. No, this is the way it is. So goes this way. Everybody else is in. Now this one. Slide there. There you go. They wanted me to take a look. Says, no, you gotta look. You gotta come see, come see. All right, so now let's slide this back on. Now, it looks like all of them are in the right direction. Let's put the water back on. Make sure water is showing up in all of them. Let's see. All right, we got water in all three. Every hole, down to the bottom. We have our water running. All right, so we reconnected it correctly. It's clean, it's refreshed. We're not finished reconnecting it, but at least we are almost done reconnecting it. All right, this is a little hard now because this side is in and that side is not. It's easier to get this side in first and then snip the front side on. There we go. And now we're gonna connect the other side. Over there. Oh, the other side is ready to slide it down. All right, so now we're gonna take these three. Oh, let me turn it off. Whew. Well, we connected it correctly. We're gonna connect these three. In the back. We're just gonna push them in. My finger. I know I used the little thing to get them out. So we're just putting them in like little plugs. All right, so we got everything in. Now, all of our cups. So let's put our cups in. Now that we've cleaned everything. With almost everything. The only thing we're missing is our trellis. Everything too. All right. I'm using a lot less food going forward because though it does help to put that much, especially I've seen the tomatoes do great, but not to cost everybody else struggling. And the tomatoes were doing fine with the other one. Also, this is not the only place I'm going to grow tomatoes, so don't have to be on super production. But yeah, this residue is like everywhere. Also, when you put them in, make sure that this part is facing up. This the little hole part. Important step. We're putting it in fresh, clean machine. We do have some seedlings that look like they would love to come and join the group. Also, I'm gonna let them in. Whoops. Since I lowered the food amount, they shouldn't have too much trouble with the lesser amount of food. We're just putting them in, very easy. We didn't lose anyone in the process. And then we have some seedlings. I'm going to have her put in our sensitive people that are right here. They are not getting rinsed off, but they are very sensitive. And we're just gonna let them live their best life out in here. This is our stevia plant. I'm not making any changes to it. I'm not cutting it. We have some brown leaves. I'm gonna take them off. And that's about it. I should cut some of the roots. You know what? We are gonna trim the roots. We are going to go all out. Put the plant in the light to do this. We're gonna go all out. Today, we are trimming. That was one thing I said I wanted to do this. Once I cleaned it, was keep the roots trimmed. That's something I did not do last time. I didn't just trim the roots at all. If they weren't doing anything crazy, I didn't trim them. So we're gonna give these roots a trim. Take out the roots that have gone on. We do have some roots that aren't doing too well. And only leave, so we're just gonna take out about a third roots. Let's see how this one does. This one always has trouble when it comes back from one of these cleanings that I'm doing here. This plant usually doesn't recover too well from it, but we'll see. We have tons of cuttings from this plant. We also have a new one growing too, so it should be okay. And we're gonna take off all these little dry leaves and leaves that aren't 100%. We are not dealing with any dry leaves this season, and we are keeping the roots trimmed for the entire life of the plant. Before, I used to let the roots grow, and as long as they weren't coming out of the thing, I didn't think it was an issue. But this time, I'm keeping them trimmed the entire time. Tomorrow, if you join us, we are going to be reviewing the roots on our farm stands. So our dry leaves we got off, we trimmed some roots. These leaves, if there's a spot, it's going. No more. Oh, we'll see. Oh, it's not too bad. Spot, get out of here. Make room for the new people. There's some big leaves here that came off. Make room for the new ones. You want a vibrant plant, not holding on to no destroyed leaves. And it's okay to pick them off too, because we just cut the roots. So, all right, so we're just gonna put this one, it's not where it was, I think it was over here. Back over here. Where I think it was, which is under our tomato plant. We're gonna put it in there. Our stevia plant, and then our tomato plant here, which doesn't have a proper cover, which is a whole different type of net cup right here, which has a lot of tomatoes on it. It does have some dry spots. I want to use the light because I don't want the stuff to drop off on it. So this is our tomato plant. We don't have a lot of daytime. Well, now your guys are in between the light. There we go. So I'm going to take off again some of these dry leaves. Gonna get rid of them. This plant is as old as this green stock. I mean, Gardyn. All right, so I don't think I'm gonna do all the cutting off of leaves this time, because then we're gonna be here quite long. And this is supposed to be about how long it takes to do the refresh, not just, you know, do a regular plant check-in. I think I'm gonna give this plant a rinse. I did bring my scissors to cut off some. Again, anything that's dead, I brought my scissors to give it a snip. So I am going to not do all the pruning right now, because again, we are just cleaning our area. We'll do pruning another day. But we can take off a few things. I'm not going to rinse this plant off. It is flowering. No, you know what? I am going to rinse this. I'm going to go rinse this plant off and then bring it back. And then another day we'll go and we'll do some pruning. I do like to prune at night, so I'm gonna put these plants in now quickly so that at nighttime, when I can prune then. Right now I still have things outside that need to come inside. And then this is a net cup that we did ourselves. So these roots haven't been pruned. But I'm not gonna prune them now in the middle of there. I'm not cutting the roots on this one in the middle of it fruiting. We're just gonna, let's take the whole thing out. Just gonna slide it in here. You can see what's going on. There we have it. Nice and smooth. This one also was being supported. Our support things are still outside being rinsed. I am going to, however, just rest it here and get another one of our support things and hang it up. She's in trouble. I was about to quote somebody and I was like, Oh, look, we have one here that's clean. We have some more of these. So let me just put it up right here. Because we do still have to do the other garden. And we don't have, it's not summer, so daylight is fleeting. It is not something that we have a lot of. And I always have this issue. This is how it goes. Putting this on. And I never get it. And then I remember, oh, it's crooked, it's crooked, it's crooked. There. It's always good to do this before you put the plants on. This hook goes on this. I can see that. And then this one goes over this. There we go. Now let's tie this up. And then we'll keep going because we don't want to be here just examining the plants. When we have a whole nother one of these to take down and rinse off outside before the sun goes down. We need to just get these plants in here, get them their night food. That's it. Yeah, we're on hour 2. So we're gonna start moving a little quicker now. Okay. So those are the 2 ones that I knew weren't feeling well and we needed to get them in quick. Now our bottom people are here. We have our oregano. I'm just gonna put these back in. I'm not gonna tell you about all of them. I feel like that's making us take longer. Our oregano, let's see if does the oregano have anybody bothering it? The roots do need some help. Everyone needs their roots trimmed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to make another video of us trimming the roots. But as you saw, we did clean our garden, which was the main important part. This video is very, very long. So I'm gonna leave it here. All we're doing is re-putting the plants back in here, but their roots need to be done. So I'm gonna go through another root video at another time because I have to get that whole one outside, rinse, and go through the entire process again. So I will talk to you guys next time. And about our cleaning process, don't forget to join the cultivators at patreon.com. So when you watch this and it is 20 minutes long, know that it was 2 hours long. The cultivator saw it. patreon.com/Angeline Burden, BERDENT. And then go to avgardening.com for more information and tips. You can visit us at avgardening.com. I will talk to you guys next time. Remember, stay green always. This is a long one. And I'll see you guys next time.